The New York Knicks have won 9 straight games after they beat the Utah Jazz by a final score of 119 to 103. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Came into this game kind of figuring they would win their 9th straight, but boy, oh boy, the way it looked tonight was absolutely incredible. They are 24-10 on the season, 14 games over 500. And once again tonight, the New York Knicks got contributions all around. Again, that is what I love so much about this Knicks team. I love so much that this Knicks team contributions all around. 9 straight. 9 straight is hard to do in this league. And this Knicks team is playing as a unit. They're unselfish. They're moving the ball. They're playing great defense. Josh Hart back-to-back triple-doubles for Josh Hart. Man, Josh Hart heroics, man. His 4th triple-double this season. This is his 4th triple-double this season for Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson was out tonight. We'll go over everything. But, man, just incredible performance all around from the squad. And I'm going to open up this post-game by talking about, obviously, look, Josh Hart had an amazing game. Cat with 31 and 21 again. But I really thought in the first quarter and throughout the game, Mr. OG Anunoby had Larry Marketing on clamps. And I thought tonight, OG Anunoby looked absolutely incredible. Offensively, defensively, it started with his defense. But this was a big OG Anunoby game, ladies and gentlemen. He set the tone early. He set the tone early, in my opinion, and I thought the defensive assignment that he had on Marketing, masterpiece. Masterpiece. Obviously, his offense has been the talk of the town, right? Struggling with his shot, this and that. I've been saying it. I've been, calling it out. But Anunoby defensively tonight looked like a defensive player of the year. Like, he's been looking awesome all season long. But OG Anunoby finished with 22, and Larry Marketing, his defense assignment, finished with 6 of 22 from the field, 1 of 10 from 3, 16 points on an inefficient night. That is because OG Anunoby put on the clamps. He put on the clamps. Marketing could not do anything. He could not do anything offensively. And so shout out to Anunoby for having such an amazing defensive game. And honestly, to start this game, Campaign was up and about, getting in. I think he had 2 steals in the first quarter. When Precious Achiuwa came in, Precious looked absolutely incredible tonight in this game. I thought tonight was one of Precious Achiuwa's best games of the season. Jalen Brunson was out with the calf injury, and then Deuce McBride hurt his hamstring before the game. In comes Campaign, right? Start this game. And look at the contributions you got from your starting point guard. Campaign, 36 minutes tonight. I don't know when's the last time you played that many minutes. But, guys, check this out. 9 assists, 8 points for Campaign. 9 assists for Campaign. So the contributions just keep on rolling in. Now you're seeing it's next man up mentality. Josh Hart said it after the game that they have enough to beat the Utah Jazz. They should have enough, and they did. And defensively, I thought this Knicks team as a unit played extremely well. Even we'll go down the Tyler Kolek masterpiece, but he played today literally in the Knicks G League game. And due to the circumstances, no Brunson, no Deuce McBride, Kolek had to come in there and, provide us minutes. And all 12 of these Tyler Kolek minutes were awesome. Just contributions from everyone, man, all around. And Karl-Anthony Towns, guys, thank you, Leon Rose, once again for providing us Karl-Anthony Towns on his team, for trading for Karl-Anthony Towns on this team. Guys, Karl Anthony Towns is absolutely, he's incredible. His third 2020 game of the season, and tonight he had 30 and 20. And this is the first time that we had this is the first time since Frazier and Willis that the last time this Knicks team had a triple-double and a 2020 game in the same game. Since Clyde Frazier and Willis. That is from the MSG broadcast. But Karl Anthony Towns dominated. 31 points, 21 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 8 and 9 from the free throw line, 3 and 6 from 3. Domination, man. 31 and 20. Karl Anthony Towns. Those are MVP numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Those are absolutely MVP numbers. And for him to do that, Mikal with a quiet 27. OG Anunoby with a masterpiece, honestly. Like, defensively, Anunoby was absolutely incredible tonight. I'm going to keep preaching it during this post game, but defensively, he looked amazing. And what you're starting to see now is these last couple of games is his shot starting to come back. Offense is starting to come back for OG Anunoby. Defensively, OG was a masterpiece tonight, honestly. Marketing couldn't do anything with Anunoby guarding him. He could not do anything with OG Anunoby guarding him. I mean, we all know Anunoby to have, 7-foot wingspan. And defensively, Anunoby just incredible game. And Josh Hart, man, what more can you say? The Josh Hart heroics just keep on happening. They just keep on happening. He's a walking triple-double at this moment. 4th this season. And I mentioned it in the last post game and in the podcast. I think if he continues his career as a Knick, I think he will break the all-time triple-double record that the Knicks have. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. The New York Knicks have won 9 straight games. Man, oh man. Joel, let's go. What's going on, Joel, in the chat? Mike, you see it, Mike? OG locked up from DK in the chat. I love this squad from Joel. That is 9. Dame, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you guys had a great New Year. Popping champagne. Champagne really was popping tonight. Campaign was popping tonight with the 9 assists. And look, I'm sure when Campaign woke up today, he didn't think he was going to get the starting slot. And Deuce gets hurt in warmups. And Campaign, 3 steals, 9 assists, 8 points. And let's be honest, Campaign hasn't been playing well. And for him to do that tonight, now I know it's against the Jazz. They're 7-25. They stink, yada, yada, yada. 5-13 away. But still, they are a team on your schedule, and they are a team that you just dominated again. And now the schedule's going to get tough. But what this Knicks team has done in December and now today to start the new year is won 9 straight games. They are 24-10, 11-4 in MSG. And they've set themselves up pretty nicely here. And they're getting contributions from everybody. This is not a fluke, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a fluke. Yo, Alpha, Happy New Year. This Rover, it was a little touch and go in the first quarter and half, but thankfully we kept the lead. Yeah, touch and go, but of course this Knicks team just turned it up a notch, right? Turned it up a notch. OG was in Lauri's jersey tonight, straight jacket. I'm telling you. If you guys want to see a defensive masterpiece, go back and watch every single possession that OG Anunoby was on Lauri Markkanen. He could not do anything. Straight jacket, like you said, Mike in the chat. Love that analogy. Markkanen, good player in this league, man. Good player. And when being guarded by Anunoby, nope. Not tonight. Not tonight, Mr. Lauri Markkanen. And I thought that set the tone. I really did. Look, fast break points tonight, guys. This Knicks team was running in the first quarter. Running and gunning. And that is what, propelled them, obviously, to a big win. But fast break points, they had 34 fast break points. I think I wrote it down here somewhere. I think they had Campaign 9 assists. Bridges had 16 first half points, 7-10 from the field in the first half. First quarter, they were running and gunning, guys. 14 fast break first quarter points from this Knicks team. I knew I wrote it down. 14 fast break points. And most of that were off turnovers. And like I said, shout out to Campaign and Anunoby. And when Precious came in, that's gonna get Precious Achiuwa is good. Like he's gonna get overlooked tonight. But I thought he looked phenomenal tonight. Phenomenal. Another big dunk from Precious, coming in off the bench, providing energy, and he looked absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, 39% from three, 47 boards, fast break, man. When this Knicks team is running and gunning, they're hard to beat, and 70 points in the paint. Walker, Kessler, who? 70 points in the paint. This Knicks team was just taking advantage of their matchup, and that is 9 dubs in a row. Coach Sierra in the chat says the Knicks are playing on 2K rookie mode. Guys, you got to love it, man. You got 9 straight. This is now back-to-back seasons. I think last year we won 9 straight too. Look, 9 straight is hard to do. No matter who you face in those 9 games, they're winning on the road, and now they come to MSG. They're taking care of business. They go back on the road Friday night. That's going to be the matchup. OKC against the New York Knicks. We'll talk about that later, but this Knicks team, it's not a fluke, man. It's not a fluke. It's contributions from everyone. Back-to-back triple-doubles, that just doesn't happen. Like that, like for Josh Hart, the thing about Josh Hart, what I love is that he can literally do anything. He's the ultimate do-it-all player. The ultimate do-it-all player. Whatever you need on the court, he's got you covered. Whatever you need from Josh Hart, whatever you ask from him, he's going to do it. No Jalen Brunson? Okay. You need him to distribute the rock? He did that. 12 assists. 14 boards. You go to this game log. I think this is now, I mean, the rate that he is on, grabbing all of these rebounds. I mean, guys, since the San Antonio game, 12 rebounds, 13, 11, 15, 14. Ultimate do-it-all player from Mr. Josh Hart. Thank you, Leon. Number one. Thank you for making that. Thank you. Just want to say thank you for trading for Josh Hart and having him on the Knicks and signing him to that extension. Because honestly, ultimate do-it-all player. He's amazing. Mike says the play when Laurie hit his second three-point shot, he looked up to the sky like finally got an open shot. Mike, Anunoby was dominant defensively. And look, we know Anunoby is an amazing defender, but tonight he was on a whole nother level tonight. He was on a whole nother level, man. He looked engaged, and he looked like I'm not gonna allow Marketing to do anything. And he didn't. 16 points. I mean, he had a double-double, but 6 of 22. That's a terrible night for any player. And man. And Campaign should have had a lot more. He was missing layups, which is okay, but he definitely could have had a lot more. He could have, Mike. He could have. But what I love is that he's a vet. He woke up today not even thinking that he was going to start this game. Deuce McBride hurt his hamstring in warm-up, so hopefully we get good news on that. Hopefully it's nothing serious, precautionary. Jalen Brunson out with a calf injury. Don't want to mess around with calves. Oh, that's the last thing we need. You don't want to mess around with no calf, anything. So rest him up. Hopefully he's out there on Friday. And Tyler Kolek played 39 minutes today in the Knicks G League game. 39 minutes today in the Knicks G League game for Mr. Tyler Kolek. And he dropped 36 points, 12 of 23 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 11 assists. And tonight he looked incredible. He looked awesome tonight. I mean, for him to do that, play 39 minutes in the G League game tonight, has that ever been done? First of all, I know, that's like a random question, but for Tyler Kolek to do that, play earlier today, and for him to play tonight and look incredible. I mean, watching Tyler Kolek, he's such a high IQ player. So confident with the basketball. He's an absolute joy to watch. He plays with poise. And honestly, guys, he plays with IQ of a 10-year veteran. He does. I mean, just the way he navigates through pick and rolls, he plays like a 10-year vet. Honestly, he plays like a 10-year vet. Just rewatch this clip, navigating through the precious pick and roll, swirling in and out, going to his left, and then taking the pick from Precious Achiuwa and finishing with his dominant hand. Kolek, he's going to have a bright future in this league, and I'm happy that he is a New York Knick, honestly. I mean, he's so smooth and crafty out there, man. He's so smooth and crafty, and that's why a lot of Knicks fans want to see him play. But Kolek catching a super cramp tonight from Mike in the chat. Yo, Kolek put him on ice right now, man. He played a total of what, 51, 52 minutes from G League and from an NBA game tonight. Another hidden gem that the Knicks have found in the draft, Tyler Kolek, because when you watch players, you see it. And when I watch Tyler Kolek play basketball, I see it. I see that he has it in him. There's certain players where you watch and you just see. You know that they got it, right? You guys know what I'm saying. You know that they got it. And Kolek has it, man. I know defensively it needs work, but running an offense, there's a reason why he led NCAA in assist. He sees the floor like no other rookie. And look, Knicks have a gem in Kolek, so shout out to Kolek, man. They needed his contributions. There was a point where I was like, wait, Kolek played 39 minutes in the G League today, and he has to play. Like, he has to play. No Deuce and no Jalen. You're not going to have Campaign play 48 minutes. And those 12 minutes that Tyler Kolek gave you tonight were needed, and they were absolutely incredible. Take a look at some more highlights, man. This was a block from Karl-Anthony Towns, just taking care of business at the rim. Cat, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 21 rebounds, 31 points from Karl-Anthony Towns. Unreal. Unreal. And then OG Anunoby, dominant, man. Knicks took advantage of, there was times where he was calling for the ball in the low post, and I thought Anunoby just played a A+++ game today. A++ game today for OG Anunoby. And these were the steals that I was talking about. Campaign in that first, man. Leading the charge. Hasn't seen a shot he don't like. Skip to Malu. Missed the Campaign. And then we get the big bodega with another major slam. Karl-Anthony Towns. How many guys has he caught this year, by the way? He's caught a lot of bodies this year, Karl-Anthony Towns. He's caught a lot of bodies. Kessler. He's a great rim protector too. But Walker Kessler got caught from Karl-Anthony Towns. 9 straight, ladies and gentlemen. 9 straight. Shout out to Tyler Kolek, man. This dude played a 2-a-day, man. It's 2-a-days. 39 minutes early on, 11 minutes today. Oh, man. Lewis says knows how to run an offense. He's a true point guard. Sorry, not Lewis. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Kolek, the minutes that he gave this Knicks team today, and look, you didn't really ask much from him, right? But your contributions off the bench, I thought they all played well. Look, you only got 16 bench points, but Kolek came in there running the offense, 4 assists in 12 minutes. If Kolek got consistent playing time, those assist numbers would, I mean, the way he sees the floor, like I said, like a 10-year vet, poised, like he's been here already. Nothing phases this guy. Such a joy to watch. Shamet, I thought in the first half, Shamet only played in the first half, right? I think he had 11 first half points and didn't get back in the game. But I thought he played well defensively. Had a steal as well. So I thought Shamet played well in the 11 minutes. And Precious, like we said, I thought tonight was one of Precious's, if not the best game that he's played all season. Just 1 steal, 3 boards, 12 points. And I know the box score really isn't going to justify me saying that, but the way Precious looked today was great. And then obviously the starters performed, and that's what they've been doing. Look, you plug and play Campaign, who I don't think has started a basketball game in years. I don't even think he started last year when he was with the 76ers. He may have, though. I could be wrong, but you plug him in, he gives you 9 assists. Cat, your leader is out. Cat gives you 31 and 20. I mean, it's what we've been saying, right, guys? It's pick your poisons, what we've been saying. And Mikal, quietest 27 points you'll see, 12 of 17. And Mikal really started this game hot. And the Knicks were feeding off of that. Mikal, first of all, Mikal Bridges, those fadeaway middies that he hits, those are tough shots, but he's mastered that. I mean, he's absolutely mastered that. And obviously that's in his game. And you just 27 points from Mikal, and I thought he played extremely well. This rover, if Tyler were 6'6", I would be convinced Leon created him in a lab. This rover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you in here. Randy says Knicks coming up with a W. No Brunson or Deuce. Defense and bench won this game. Love it. When Mitch comes back, we will be scary. Yeah. Cat, Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges combined for, 60, if I'm doing my math right. That's 31 from Cat, 22 from Anunoby. So that's 53. And then you got Mikal Bridges with 27. So that is 80 points combined from them, right? If I did my math right. I think I did my math right. But the contributions were incredible today. And that's the beauty of this Knicks team. Brunson out, Deuce out. Who's going to step up? Kolek, okay. In a day where he's literally did a 2 a day, came in, gave you 4 assists. Precious came in and played extremely well. No foul trouble for Karl-Anthony Towns today. We love that. Only 1, 2, 3 personal fouls for Karl-Anthony Towns. No foul trouble, though. We love to see that. And Anunoby, dominant. I mean, would you say this was Anunoby's most dominant defensive game this season? And he's had a lot of them. But there was just something watching him tonight that he was just playing on a whole nother gear. And just incredible. Just incredible. Shamma was looking good. Not sure why he didn't see more time in the second half, but the production from the bench was solid, only 16 points. Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't see production in this playing time in the second half, but 11 first half points. And look, Josh Hart was just on a whole nother, playing like a whole nother level tonight. I mean, back-to-back triple-doubles. This is now, I think, his 10th triple-double as a Knick. And he's just been incredible. 4th triple-double this year. From I'm lost comment in the preseason to pretty much like, I know what the heck I'm doing now. Honestly, it's the 180 that he has hit from preseason, because I remember those games in preseason where he didn't look right. He didn't look right. And like I said earlier, ultimate do-it-all player. Josh Hart is the ultimate do-it-all player. Whatever you need on the court, Mr. Josh Hart got you. He got you. Oh, man, 9 straight, ladies and gentlemen. 9 straight dubs for this Knicks team. And enjoy it, man. Honestly, enjoy it. This Knicks team is one of the most elite starting fives that I've seen in my lifetime. And look, no Brunson tonight, but you know, when he's in there, this Knicks team is obviously, they're cooking with grease, man. Right now, they're cooking with grease. They are dangerous. And look, Friday will be a litmus test for sure. Knicks OKC. They talked about the Knicks have had the easiest schedule in the NBA. And now, Friday on, they have the toughest schedule in the NBA with a bunch of games in MSG. I ain't scared, man. Bring it on. The Knicks did what they're supposed to do. They took care of business. They're 24-10. They've set themselves up nicely here 14 games over 500 after starting 5-6 on the season. That's a big accomplishment for this group. And I don't even think we've hit our peak yet. I've been saying it. I don't think we hit our peak yet. So you got to love where this team is at right now. You got to love where this team is at. Joel says, just curious, I want to hear your opinion on this. What player will be the X factor in the playoffs for the Knicks, who everyone will ignore and overlook, but they might determine the game? Joel, it's the guy that balled out tonight, I think. In a playoff series, the beauty of this Knicks team, you gotta guard JB. He can hurt you in a playoff game. And when the lights are bright, Jalen Brunson shines brighter. We've seen that these last couple of years. In the playoffs, he turns his game up a notch. Cat, you got to account for him in the playoffs. Mikal Bridges is always going to be that guy who's just doing it all out there. Defense, offense, and Obi's going to be our defensive anchor. But it's Josh Hart, Joel. I would say Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart is that guy. I think Josh Hart and Mikal are kind of like the X factors, but we've seen it already. I mean, Josh Hart in during the last playoff series versus now the one versus Philly, not the last one, but game winner, just doing it all. He's just ultimate do-it-all player. So, but it's not one guy, Joel, is what I'm trying to say. It's not just one guy. All of these guys can contribute on any given night, and they've shown that. There's a reason why 4 of the starters have dropped 40-plus points this season. Before January 1st, it hasn't been done in NBA history. And Josh Hart is putting up numbers, and he's like complimenting everyone extremely well, you know? So it's tough. This Knicks team is going to be a tough out in a 7-game series. They are. Obviously, we're thinking, too far down the line. We still got work to do, but this is why, it gets me excited. It truly does. Josh Hart, yeah, Mike. Josh Hart down. He's our Derek White. I go back to Ewing early years. Yes, I agree. This best Knicks team I have ever saw. John, it's 2024-2025 season. This is the Knicks. This is the best Knicks team that we've seen. I don't want to speak for everyone in the chat. Once again, appreciate every single one of you in here. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Look, the way this Knicks team can hurt you in so many different ways. And look, obviously the bench can improve. But tonight, I mean, you had players step up. Kolek, he's been riding the pine. Pause. He's been riding the pine. He's been riding that bench, man. But he's been in the G League. I don't know if you guys see Kolek's numbers in the G League. Won in the G League showcase, MVP a couple of weeks ago. He's a baller. He is a baller. And the Knicks have him on the bench, just, sitting there. Hukporti too. So when these guys, obviously we're dealing with injuries right now, but when these guys get called upon, they've delivered. I go back to Hukporti when, we were dealing with the Jericho Sims in and out, and when Hukporti got called upon, he delivered. So the next man up mentality, you compile that with the starting 5 playing, extremely well, and Shamet starting to get more run. 11 minutes today, all in the first half. I'm still wondering why, but I really want to see Shamet's minutes increase to 20, and I think he can. And he's shown you when he's coming to these basketball games, he provides defense and offense for Shamet. So is there room to improve? Yeah. But right now, 9 straight, it ain't no fluke. It ain't no fluke. The only answer to that question is Josh Hart. They would leave him open. He has to knock down his threes and keep attacking the basket. Just for over. Hey, yo, Ed. Yeah, he's been riding that pine, man. Pause on that, man. Pause on that. Kevin McCullough, better not. Kevin knocks it. Yeah, we still got Kevin McCullough that we haven't seen yet. But right now, we have to hope that McBride and Brunson are okay. Because, look, McBride was scheduled to start this game, and then all of a sudden you saw Campaign just hop in the game and start for McBride. So hopefully he's okay, because hamstring injuries, as we all know, Precious Achiuwa was just out, 6 weeks from a hamstring injury? So hopefully he tweaked it, McBride. Hopefully he just tweaked it, and he could be back on Friday. But we just have to wait and see. But Brunson did not play, and the contributions, man. The thing I love is that 16 and I don't love 16 to 23 from the line, but it's another game with 31 assists. It's another game with 30 plus assists as a unit, right? After most of these wins, you look at the box score, and it's a Knicks team that has 30 plus assists. So even though Cat is giving you 30 and 20, even though Mikel's giving you 27, they're still dishing and swishing. Clyde is on a long vacation, by the way. I hope to see Clyde back out there. He's on a long vacation. He deserves it though. He works hard. But look, they're dishing and swishing. 31 assists, man. And tonight they shot the ball better, 39%. Only 23 3-point attempts from this Knicks team tonight. So they were getting whatever they wanted in the paint, though. So, only 23 3-point attempts, but they were getting whatever they wanted. So, yeah. 9 of them things, man. 9 of them things, ladies and gentlemen. Look, man. Easy schedule. I really don't care. And I'm sure most of you don't care as well. And that's what dominant teams do. They don't play with their food. They beat up on these teams. Have there been some close games, like the game in Washington? Yeah. But games like that build character, man. They do. You go through the grind. It's an 82-game season. It's a long season. You're not going to blow out everybody. So games like the one a couple of days ago where the Knicks almost lost to the damn Wizards, they build character, man. Brunson, game-tying shot, Knicks win in overtime. Those games right there, honestly, I love to watch those games, honestly, especially coming out of the other end with a win. But builds character, builds toughness, and they're winning in different ways too. So more of the same, man. More of the same. Ace, the Thunder has had a weak schedule too, but nobody giving them crap. Ace, I brought it up on the podcast earlier today. I looked at the Thunder schedule, easy schedule as well, but nobody's saying nothing. I get it, man. It's New York. They don't want to give us any props, any shine, but it is what it is, Hey, but right now, from this point, if we take a look at the Knicks schedule, which I'll pull up in a second, but from this point, the Knicks have one of the hardest schedules in the league, right? I think the hardest schedule in the league. So this is the time where, all the naysayers and all the outsiders are going to look at the Knicks. Right now, they're not respecting us, and they should. Because if nobody's going to respect us, they haven't been watching every game, honestly. They haven't been watching every single game because despite the Knicks being third in the NBA in three-point shooting, they haven't shot the ball well. I mean, they shot 39% today, but other than tonight, they haven't shot the ball well. So they're winning in different ways, and I'm fine with that. I actually embrace that. So let's go, man. Hamstring, even if it's a tweak, at least 2 weeks. Trust me, this is one injury I deal with myself in soccer, and it's tricky. Yeah, Mike, hamstring injuries are extremely tricky, especially, I don't know if it's strained or not from Deuce. Hopefully it's just like he's sore. But, I know Campaign was dealing with something like that earlier. He missed a couple of games. So hope Deuce is okay. But, what this Knicks team has proven to you is that Kolek can step up when needed, right? Tyler Kolek can step up. John says Knicks can beat anyone in the league without question. With that said, can't expect you won't ever lose. Get to the playoffs. You have 7 games to win 4. They hate us because they ain't us from Disc Rover. Yeah, our three-point shooting has been abysmal the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, better tonight. 39% from 3 tonight. Better. That's the Knicks average. Their average like 38%. But like Tyler says in the chat, what's going on, Tyler? Appreciate you in here. The New York Knicks haven't lost in 3 weeks. Guys, 3 weeks. A lot of green W's on the schedule. A lot of green on this schedule. And a lot of green, man. I'm sure we all like money, man. It's like money green out here, man. Look, money green. Since that Trae Young rolling the dice on your logo team, logo, the Knicks haven't lost. Knicks have not lost. And there's still work to be done, but this upcoming schedule is a doozy. And all of these games, the month of January, you got a ton of games in MSG. So if the Knicks take advantage of, their home crowd like they have been, take advantage of MSG's atmosphere, take advantage of home cooking, they should and will be all right. But at OKC Friday night, that's going to be a marquee matchup. That's going to be a matchup it'll test us. Now we have to wait and see if Jalen Brunson's going to play in that game. Obviously, if he doesn't, that will be a damper on that game. But I still think we got a shot. But OKC's best team in the West. That's the litmus test on Friday. And Chicago's playing better. We got Orlando for the 20th time again. The Raptors for the 20th time again. And then OKC coming back to MSG. But focus on Friday. But look at this matchup. It's honestly, look, you started the season 5-6. And then you turned it around, man. 5-6. Everyone was freaking out. Right? Everyone was like, look, I don't know about this team. Mikal Bridges was getting benched. He wasn't looking good. So I was coming on here saying, look, he doesn't look good. And you turned 5-6 into 24-10. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough to do. But I love it. This is new to me. I'm not used to this. Anyone know who Michael Sweetney is? That's the Knicks I'm used to. Michael Sweetney. Oh, man. Michael Sweetney. I love Big Mike, man. Shout out to Michael Sweetney. Yeah, Michael Sweetney, Eddie Curry. That's who we used to root for. That is who we used to root for. Eddie Curry, Mike Sweetney, Felton. Don't want to throw shade at Felton. Had some great games as a Knick. That's who we used to root for. And now in the year of 2025, we are a legit championship contending team. So shout out to Leon Rose in the front office. Honestly, every trade that he has pulled, every trade that he has made has worked, man. Every single one. And the Josh Hart trade, tremendous. Cat is bearing fruit. I mean, Mikal now, it's every single one. And look, I don't want to keep, repeating myself, but, right now this Knicks team is showing you their upside, showing you what they're made of. Right? But going through adversity still, we still are going to go through adversity, and that's good. We set ourselves up now like we're 14 games over 500. What are we in the East? Let's take a look at the East. I think we're still third in the East. So still third in the East, but look, Boston had this historic start, right? And Cleveland's still up there at number 1. And they don't lose. Cleveland's won 8 straight. Knicks have won 9 straight. And Boston just dismantled the Raptors. But you're a half game behind Boston. You're 5.5 behind Cleveland. You're solidifying yourself in the top 3. Right? It's a matter of finishing 1, 2, or 3. Obviously, it's super early. It's January 1st. A lot can happen. But we came into the season thinking that this Knicks team can finish 1 through 3. Right? Some said 1 through 4. I said 1 through 3. And that's where they're at. That's where they're at. And a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. And this Knicks team is, they're rolling, man. They're rolling. Eddie Curry's a bum. Frank in the chat. Hey, remember when the Lakers traded Josh Hart? I knew they would regret that because he's the player they're trying to trade for. Yeah. Oh, man. Jaden Ivey, man. Praise up to Jaden Ivey, man. I haven't seen the video, but I've seen, the reactions on X. But Pistons, Detroit, they're 15-18. We got them again, I think, in the next couple of weeks. So they came into MSG. Cade Cunningham's playing like an all-star. They're playing well. And then we got the 76ers have been playing well. trying to get out their little funk. They've won 4 in a row. We play them in the next couple of weeks. We play Milwaukee. We play Orlando again. So, it's going to be a good test for us. But honestly, guys, what this Knicks team has shown you is bring it on, man. The thing about them is they have gotten up for these marquee matchups. They have. Which is why, like, when they went into Minnesota, I thought they were going to beat them and smoke them. And that's exactly what they did because they get up for these marquee matchups. So bring it on. Honestly. Bring it on. But guys, the contributions tonight kind of reset the room a little bit. 9 straight games. Josh Hart walking triple-double. 10 rebounds or more 14 times this season from Josh Hart. 10 rebounds or more 14 times. And Josh Hart is listed at 6'4", by the way. Dude rebounds like a 7-foot big man. Like I said earlier, the last time this Knicks team had a triple-double and a 30-20 game in the same game was Clyde Frazier and Willis. Do you know how long ago that was? That was a long time ago. Long time ago. And tonight, Hart with the trip dub and Towns with 30, and 20. And the last time that happens was Clyde and Willis, man. It seems like every game you see a graphic on MSG. Last time this happened was solo, like in the 80s, in the 90s. The last time this happened. Every game you see a graphic like that on MSG Network. And that just justifies me and all of us into thinking that this Knicks team is just one for the ages. It is. A lot of work to be done. There is a lot of work to be done, but every game, man, you see a graphic like that. Every freaking game. Man, oh man. But I thought tonight was an OG and an OB game. This is from the Knicks PR, by the way. Josh Hart. Josh Hart has registered 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists tonight against the Jazz, which marks his second consecutive game recording a triple-double. He is now the first Knick since Michael Ray Richardson, 1981, which we just spoke about, and the 5th in franchise history to accomplish this. Every game we have a graphic like that. Every single game. Second consecutive game recording a triple-double. He is now the first Knick since Michael Ray Richardson. That's the 1980s, guys. 1981. It's 2025. Happy New Year, by the way. Remarkable stuff, man. Talked about Tyler Kolek. Again, the Colster. Bright future in this league, man. Bright future in this league for Tyler Kolek. I'll repeat myself again. Playing today, 36 points. Let me make this bigger. I know this is extremely small. Let me cover my face really quick. 36 points today with the Westchester Knicks. 36, 11 in 40 minutes. And tonight, he had to step up due to the injuries and looked great. He looked great. Looked incredible in doing it. Poised. 10-year vet, man. That's how he plays. Beautiful passes. High IQ player from Mr. Kolek. Joy to watch. And, we're talking about the starters, but these guys off the bench are hungry too. Tyler Kolek is a winner. And he has kind of like the Jalen Brunson attitude, that attitude, man. And this Knicks team is built on a culture. And Kolek has that attitude, man. He does. There's players who, like I said earlier, you watch them play and you know that they have it. But Kolek also has an edge to him. He does. And I know he's chomping at the bit, trying to, probably, behind the scenes, hoping to play. Probably, talking to the assistant coaches, wanting Tom Thibodeau to put him in the games every game. But, for him to do that tonight, I thought was really, really incredible. Not many. I don't even think that's been done. I'm not sure if that's been done for a player to play in a G League. I'm pretty sure it has been done, but it's just still remarkable for him to do that. It is. And, 9 straight is hard to do in this league, no matter who you play, no matter who's on your schedule. I don't care that the Knicks have had an easy schedule. I don't. We opened up this season. I mean, remember, we had a gauntlet to start the season, right? And we were 5-6. And now you're looking at a team that's clicking. Man, Anunoby, man. Anunoby. He put the elbow tape back on, but it didn't stop him. Last game, he didn't have the elbow tape on. Now he put the elbow tape back on. 10 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Dominant defensive game once again. And look, Wingstop. We've been talking about Wingstop, right? Wingstop is back open. Anunoby's working. Bridges is working. Mikel's in the front taking orders. Anunoby's in the back whipping up them chicken wings. Wingstop is open, man. And this is what we wanted to see out of these 2 elite defensive wings. Because it's not only offense that's Mikal Bridges has improved on, it's defense. I mean, he's hit a 180 here defensively, and he's played extremely, extremely well. Appreciate you in the chat, Keith. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. How many likes we got? 39 likes. Let's get that up to 50 likes. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year to everyone on this Knicks Nation post-game show. The New York Knicks have won 9 straight games after beating the Utah Jazz 119-103. Anunoby 22-3. Towns 31-21. Hart 15-14-12. Ken, what's going on, Ken, in the chat? OG got it done on the other side of the court. Loved it when he called for the ISO and posted up. Yeah, the thing about, to start the season, the Knicks were really finding Anunoby in terms of post-ups. And they've kind of gotten away from that. And Anunoby has been struggling from 3. Got back to it tonight. Took advantage of his matchups. And there's a play where, where's the sequence? Let me find the, whoa. Let me look for the play. This is the isolation play where he had Jordan Clarkson on him and took advantage of it, right? Anunoby just, look, he's a sneaky good post-up player too. I know it could look funky at times, but great finisher at the rim. He leads the Knicks in dunks by a wide margin, actually. So, dunks are the most efficient shot in the NBA, and Anunoby leads the Knicks in dunks this season. But, yes, they got back to him. The defense led to his offense. And anytime you hold the player 6 of 22 from the field like he did from Larry Marketing, 1 of 10 from 3, like Mike said early on in the chat, when he hit a 3, he put his hands up in the air and said, finally, he had him in jail. Anunoby had Marketing in jail. In jail tonight. And that's what great players do. They neutralize the opposing team's star player. Neutralize them. Not sure what the Jazz are doing. I really don't. 7 of 25. Danny Ainge. Look. I'm not sure what the Jazz are doing. They got some good young players. Clarkson will be traded. Filipowski looked terrible tonight. Colin Sexton killed us in Utah. Had a good game today. Got into foul trouble. Kessler with a bad game. 1 block, 6 points, 8 rebounds. Keontae George, I like him as a player. I really do. But look, 9 straight. Worry about who's next on the schedule. And the Knicks team has been taking advantage of that, man. But the thing I also love is that, first of all, Cat is having an MVP type season. I feel like I haven't really talked about that enough. 31 and 21 from your big. Look, ever since he came to New York, he's playing a 5. The Knicks are playing a 5-out system. and they're using him as, the center, and he's thrived. I talked about how I think he's the best center in the NBA. He is the best center in the East. I know you got Jokic, but just the consistency Cat has been playing with. No, he's dealt with some foul trouble in and out, but when Cat is out tonight and Jalen Brunson is out tonight, you need your other players to step up, and they did. They did. 31 and 21, man. In 37 minutes, efficient, 10 to 20, 50% from the field, 3-6 from 3. Get into the free throw line. I also do think he can get to the free throw line more, but the refs they don't want to call it everything. But you just got to love him as a player, man. You do. Just tremendous player, man. Tremendous talent, Karl-Anthony Towns. Mike says Deuce called out tonight, though. I truly hope Deuce is all right, Mike. I do. Because the second half of the Wizards game, I thought Deuce McBride had one of his better halves with the 6 assists. And the Knicks need that off the bench. They really do. But Cat, man, he's having a career year from 3 on top of everything else, guys. And he's having a down year in terms of shooting free throws, 87% his last 2 seasons. But this year he's shooting 43% from 3. That's a career year from Cat, from your 7-foot big man. Truly talented stuff from Big Cat, man. Truly talented stuff from Big Cat. 9 straight, ladies and gentlemen. 9 straight OKC on the docket on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I really am. It's a litmus test. Right now, OKC is, I think, the best defensive team in the NBA. And when you have one of the best offenses in the NBA clash with one of the best defenses in the NBA, that's must-watch television. Not sure if that's on national TV. It should be, but that's going to be a fun little clash. You got the Hartenstein angle playing his former team. Brunson, I hope he's okay for that game. I truly want the Knicks to be fully healthy for that game. And we see where we got, right? I know there will be a lot of reactions out of the game if we win 10 straight. Guys, if we win Friday and make it 10 straight in OKC, I don't know what's going to happen during that postgame, number one. But that's where we want to get to. Obviously, OKC is like, look, they're predicting them to be in the finals, right? They're giving them all their flowers before they've even done anything. But you got to give them credit. And that Friday night game is going to be a litmus test. And from Friday on, the Knicks have the hardest schedule in the NBA from Friday on. So bring it on, right? Knicks are 5-0 since I worn my Christmas hat I got for Christmas from Snazzy in the chat. Keep wearing it, man. I don't care if we win Friday, keep wearing that Christmas hat. Keep wearing the Knicks hat you got from Christmas. Just keep wear it every day. Wear it to sleep. Wear it to work or school. Wear it everywhere. Oh, man. If we win against OKC, I just want whoever for the post-game interview to say, "We them boys," and leave. All we've been hearing, ladies and gentlemen, is this Knicks team has had an easy schedule. But if we win Friday, bring it on. But it's going to be a tough game. It is going to be a tough game. And if you look at the West, OKC is 27-5. The Knicks are 24-10, number 1 seed in the West. So it's going to be a battle. And OKC, they've won 12 straight. 12 straight games. It's kind of been going under the radar a little bit. But 12 straight, man. They're a tough out. The way Shea's playing right now, incredible. MVP, he's playing like. So that's going to be a really good game. And like I said, if the Knicks win that game, I don't know what is going to happen during the postgame. So just make sure you guys tune in. But, man, that's drop the mic moment, right? If we win that game, especially which I don't expect. If we kind of win by 10 plus points, it's gonna be awesome. But this Knicks team right now is incredible. Everything that we thought coming into this season is bearing fruit. I mean, the upside of the starting five, the bench I thought played well today, but everything that we thought coming into this season. Look, we got Cat now. We can play this 5-out offense. We can, anyone can hit threes. Josh Hart is having a career year. Anyone who touches the ball in the starting five will hurt you on any given night. And we had that stat: 4 Knicks players, 4 Knicks starters, 40-plus points ever since the first time it's happened in NBA history. So if we lose, I just hope we make it really close. Don't say that this Rover. I don't want to lose. I really don't. I want to make it 10 straight. I really want to make it 10 straight and stick it to everyone. But if it depends how it looks too. All right, let's go to some of the post-game stuff that the Knicks are. Let me make this my. Boom. Josh Hart was asked about the Knicks' upcoming game versus Thunder. This will be a good test. The big man, Isaiah Hartenstein, got paid this summer, so he should be a little slow on his feet and slow trying to protect the rim. We should be able to go at him. Pockets got fatter, so now he's a little slower. That's some Josh Hart. You got to love it, man. Isaiah Hartenstein, traitor. He's a traitor. Took the money. He deserves it. Ran with it. It is what it is. We move on. But Precious, shout out to Precious tonight, man. Big game from Precious. Cat 31-21. Nice straight dubs for the squad. Another stat that we've been talking about, guys. Another one. I'm telling you, every game we see numbers like MSG, first time since 1980, first time since 1990. Karl-Anthony Towns registered 31 points and 21 rebounds tonight against Utah. He is now the first player since Patrick Ewing to record multiple 30-plus point, 20-plus rebound games in the same season. It is January 1st. Every game, there is a graphic like this. Just a testament to how great this Knicks team is. Truly. Seems like Richie Guerin, I never watched him play. I'm pretty sure he was a baller. Richie Guerin is on every graphic. Clyde is on the graphics. Reed. Patrick. And today, Cat, 31-21. First player since Patrick Ewing to record multiple 30-point, 20-plus rebound games in the same season. This season just keeps on giving. It does, honestly. The night before, the Knicks were popping champagne on New Year's Eve. And champagne was being popped tonight with campaign. Alan Hahn. Shout out to Alan Hahn for that dope reference. But, guys, every game is something like this, man. Every game. It's from the Knicks official PR account. Every game, man. Why Josh look like the Barge? Cat for 50 on iHeart's head. OG lockup SGA, because I'm not sure if you've seen his post-game interview, but apparently he can get by anyone. I love SGA, but he got to get a straight jacket. SGA is tough to guard, Mike. He literally can get by anyone. He's a great player, man. And usually great offense beats out great defense. Anunoby, I know Anunoby will guard him a lot. Mikal will guard him a lot that game as well. Those would be tough assignments. It just has to be a team effort, right? It has to be a team effort. No one man can, guarding SGA especially is a tough assignment. It has to be a team effort. And look at Josh Hart, man. Oh, man. Jack of all trades, man. Jack of all trades. Dorkosaurus. Knicks had an 18-point lead with Kolek on the floor. The lead got cut down to 11 when Kolek sat down on the bench again. I was told only rookies concede leads. Presses Achua, yet another game high, plus 15. Dorkosaurus, Kolek made a case for more minutes tonight, big time. 2 godlike professional games in one day. Dorkosaurus, man, shout out to you in the chat. We talked about Kolek. His performance today was remarkable, Dork. Can I call you Dork? Your name is Dorkosaurus, so Dork for short. I'll call you Dork for short. I hope you don't mind. But 2 godlike performances. 40 points in the G League earlier. 12 points, 40 minutes, excuse me. And then 12 minutes tonight. It's unheard of. It truly is. And Precious, like you said, game high, plus 15, came in, impacted the game, man. Josh Hart with a plus 15 too, plus minus 15. But Kolek, man, we talked about how he plays like a 10-year vet, and he's a rookie, and he's learning, and he still has to obviously. The reason why Tom Thibodeau hasn't been playing Kolek has been his defense abilities, right? But I thought he played solid defense tonight. And it's crowded back there in the backcourt. Deuce, Payne, those two have been playing okay. Payne has flamed out until he had a great game tonight. 9 assists from campaign, 8 points. And I thought, like Mike said earlier, I thought he could have got even more than that. But it's good problems to have. It truly is. Now you know on any given night when you can call on Tyler Kolek's name, and he will provide. He will provide, man. But I do think he made his case tonight. For a player to play in the G League early on in the day and to come out and play in an NBA game, I tip my cap to you, Mr. Tyler Kolek, man. Tip my cap to you. Kolek was also better on defense in the NBA. He had blocks and altered shots, and someone shot over Shamba, but not Kolek. Ain't no Mutombo, but at least, tonight he was solid, man. Really solid defensively, I thought. And look, I know Thibs probably wanted to play him more than 12 minutes tonight, but, I mean, when a guy played 40 minutes early on in the day, you really, like, Thibs was kind of like, you needed to play him due to the injuries. You really don't want to push it, though. I know Kolek's going to be sore tomorrow, but, hey, I'm sure he loves it. I'm sure Kolek is one of those players who wakes up sore and loves it. He loves it. He's built different. He is. And that's just not me talking. I truly do think Kolek is going to have a bright future in this league. And that's a name to watch. It is. That's a name to watch. Kolek is awesome. We saw it in Summer League, and we've seen it a couple times this year. He's an assist merchant. He's going out there, he's finding his teammates. And if he's open, he's going to shoot it. And he's been making it. So Tyler Kolek is absolutely incredible. It is awesome. But shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to Mr. Hart. Josh Hart, again. I'll bring out the poster again. Mr. Josh Hart, man. Mr. Do It All. This guy does it all on the court. Shout out to JB. Hopefully he gets back soon. Got to hang up the Josh Hart poster. I feel messed up just having it on the floor here. But I got to hang it up because the performances, the back-to-back triple-doubles are unheard of. And for him to do that tonight, all the circumstances, everyone out, like we said earlier, ultimate do-it-all player. That's 9 straight. Let's make it 10 straight on Friday. Let's make it 10 straight, man. Let's make it 10 straight. Let's just take a look at the anyone else talking? Anyone else talking in the Knicks post game? Appreciate you guys, still rocking 11-11 over here at the East Coast. 11-11. Make a wish. 11-11. Subscribe to the channel. Let's look at the sorry, just going through my Safari. All right. Here's the guys post game. This is from Knicks SNY. Karl Anthony Towns talks about Tom Thibodeau. He's a different man. I like this version going into 2025. You see him smile. I've grown since the time when we were together in Minnesota. He's grown the game of life. We're just finding ourselves getting better with time. Absolutely love hearing that from Big Cat. And he's talked about, look, when the Knicks made that trade, right, all you heard was how is Tom Thibodeau and Karl-Anthony Towns going to mesh well? How are they going to, because in Minnesota, it kind of flamed out. Thibs left. I think he got fired in Minnesota, and it kind of flamed out. Now Cat and Thibs are back, and Cat has grown as a person, and he's also talking about how Thibs has grown as a person already. We're gritty. I think we do a great job of finding ways to win, even when we're not at our best. It's what we've been saying, right? Finding ways to win even when they are not at their best. Shooting the three poorly one night, they still couldn't win. Shooting the three well, they still can win. Many different ways how this Knicks team can win, and that's the beauty of this Knicks team. Campaign. Champagne. Shout out to Campaign, man. Campaign was asked what he's seen from Mikal Bridges from the last month, The little dude, he playing all right. He's knocking down shots. I feel like everybody's winning, so everybody looks good. We're winning games, so everyone looks good. That's a veteran answer right there. We're winning games, so everyone looks good. What he's trying to say is, what he's telling you guys is, look, we're not going to win every game, right? Everything looks good when we're winning, right? And even though they were winning, they were still think there still are things to work on. But Kane's been there, done that. I'm sure nothing phases him. Love the energy that he brings. And, yeah. Payne said he found out when he was starting tonight right before they announced the lineups. Wow. So, all right. Tyler Kolek, man. Fan favorite, Mr. Tyler Kolek. Is more mental than everything. Two guys go out with injuries, got to step in and be ready to go no matter the circumstance. Talks about playing tonight for the Knicks after logging 40 minutes this morning for Westchester in the G League. That's the right attitude, right? That's the right attitude that you want your young player, your young upcoming point guard, who I think is going to have a bright future. That's the attitude you want him to have. It's more mental, man. You got to step up. When your number's called, be ready. And Campaign did that. Friday night, OKC and the Knicks. Can't wait for that one. Appreciate every single one of you joining me tonight. 9 straight games. Let's make it 10 on Friday night. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Happy New Year. Have a great night. I'll see you guys on Friday. Let's go Knicks. Peace.